Hi everyone, welcome to AI TV. This year we're broadcasting live from AI Expo Africa 2020 online edition. Because of COVID, we've had to take the entire show and the media center online. So we're doing all our interviews this year through the power of Zoom. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome Kimara Naicker from the University of KZN. She's a PhD researcher. And we were just talking about her topic, which I'm going to let her explain what she's doing. She gave a fantastic talk at our event, which I know was well received. So welcome to AI TV and tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Okay, cool. So first, thanks for having me. So I'm a PhD researcher at UKZN. As a part of the quantum research group. So my study focuses on applying machine learning techniques to the description of open quantum system dynamics. So it's a mix of machine learning, quantum mechanics, quantum physics, and a bit of quantum computing as well.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, I trained as a chemist and I studied physics, and I remember quantum mechanics, and it was just a little bit over my head. So to combine quantum mechanics, quantum computing, and machine learning, I mean, that's the full Monty, as they say. I mean, explain in layman's terms how that research could be then applied into the real world, and where's this research heading?
Okay, cool. So, well, basically, like we worked and I landed up choosing this like topic and this project for my PhD because it's allowing me, okay, firstly, like open quantum systems. So it's real nature, like I'm trying to simulate real natural molecules, and the application of machine learning, it allows me to like develop other techniques as well, like, data science, applying, many different techniques that, it could be applied to so many other different fields, like in the real world, like the corporate world, you could say, like in finance or AI or, quantum chemistry even, it may sound like a bit narrow, but the thing is about learning the techniques and the processes I'm going through during this research. It can be applied in so many other different fields later on.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of doing sort of fundamental research for many people who perhaps aren't aware of the research paradigm. If you're doing fundamental research, it can have a fundamental application across all spectra of business and society and life in general. I mean, things like drug discovery, some of the techniques being used to find, I mean, right now, obviously, we're looking to find a cure for COVID, which is a very topical problem we're having to solve now. And these techniques, new techniques are evolving all the time. And it's people like you that are actually doing the fundamental research on these techniques, which is absolutely amazing work. Now, last year, I think we had Amira Abbas at our event who was talking about quantum computing, and she made a career change from working in a bank to now working in the quantum field, which, and I think you're both colleagues. Now, she's become the most popular person on our AI TV channel, which is fantastic and inspiring on all levels. I mean, how far are you into your PhD, and what do you think what's the ultimate sort of conclusion that you're going to reach, even if you can answer that question right now?
Cool. Yeah, so, okay, yes, Amina and I are good colleagues. We're in the same quantum research group at UKZN, and this is quite funny because, Amira came in from industry, she left and now she's in research. And on the contrary, I'm starting a fellowship at Stanley Multi-Manager next year. So I'm taking a step into industry and the corporate world.
So you're going the other way. That's excellent.
Yeah. So I'm in the second year of my PhD study at the moment. And well, my aim is I want to take all of these things that I've learned during this time and apply to real world problems. I want to help and give back to our community. And well, finance is something I'm really interested in. But I think the reason why I was like keen to come on here also is to encourage, like other female Africans in this field. Like it's not really well put out there, like if you just go like Google or something, like women in science, or how can I get involved in quantum computing, or, that kind of thing. And I really wanted to put it out there that, there are these opportunities. Like we're like the biggest, if I'm not mistaken, we are still the biggest quantum research group like on the continent. And we're here to reach out and motivate other women, get involved. I want to put the word out there, like we need to put Africa at the forefront of this research and development of technology, because at this stage, like African firms, they aren't all that prepared for the fourth industrial revolution and the technology that it brings. And the way we can start with this and make the change is through education. And I want to really, motivate other young South Africans out there, or Africans in general, education is the key. You have to start there. And like the quantum computing or quantum physics field, maybe it's not so mainstream. There isn't like a straightforward degree or postgraduate degree you could study, but there are so many opportunities that maybe they just aren't aware of. And well, for me personally, like I'm doing all this research, but like I said, I want to apply it to real life problems in the industry. And like use our own African data. Like, I mean, they are, it's one thing for like us to be like Africa to be consumers of the rest of the world's technology. But I mean, we have our own data that we can, work on and develop solutions to our own problems and develop our own infrastructure, our own education, our own communities. That's what I'm passionate about.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think, we share the same vision there, Kimara. I mean, the reason why we created AI Expo Africa, and I don't think this is apparent to many people, is this community didn't exist in 2017. There were a lot of academic groups, like a lot of people talking about technical aspects of machine learning, deep learning, data science, and that's fantastic. I mean, that we shouldn't stop that. We should encourage it. But what there wasn't, there was no business forum. And so that's why AI Media created AI Expo Africa, so that we could have a much more broader conversation and really to try and talk in a language that people, one, can understand, but two, can get inspired by. So one of the big things that we're doing this year with the online show is that the event that happened on Thursday and Friday last week, the live show, is now archived into a 30-day learning platform. So all the talks, all the vendor booths, all the posters can be now viewed for free by students at UKZN, UCT, Pretoria, Kenya, Senegal, Tunisia, Morocco, Benin, Togo, Botswana, Congo, and around the world. We want to showcase this online platform around the world. And actually, I've just got off calls that I've been to New York today. I've been to the Netherlands today.
Wow.
There were people that came to the show for the first time to an online event, took a chance, learned something new, and actually met new partners and business partners, and academically learned something new as well. So that's all part of our vision, and I'm glad that you share that, because the reason why I think Amira's interview last year is so popular is because it's inspiring. You can be doing one thing and you can jump into something completely different, and that's really what we're all about in our community. So I'm glad you've kind of recognized that. So what's the future for you then? So let's say tomorrow I give you your PhD, you have your viva, and you get your Dr. Naicker. Where's next for you? Are you going to take over the world of finance, or are you not thinking that far ahead at the moment?
So after Dr. Naicker comes, so okay, first also I'm so glad for this AI Expo, and I think the online part is so great. And I think I even in my survey when I was answering, I said, even if next year COVID's gone and it's we get to do it face to face, and hopefully I get to be present there again, like we should definitely have the online component as well, because I mean, like the masses you've been able to reach is incredible. And also, I shared it also that for the next 30 days, those talks are available. And why I'm mentioning that is because through like this expo already, like I've got quite a few people like reaching out to me on LinkedIn or via email that they want to reach out. And, there were, I think it was like 2 like different communities that they have these different initiatives of reaching out with women in Africa or young students and, volunteer work. And that's what I was so looking for, because I want to get involved and give back to the community also, and, do my part to share my knowledge with those that don't have that advantage. And as for myself, I see stand-up is where I'm going to start at next year. So I'll only know through my own experience. Like you can see, like Amira, like she had her own experience. She was in that industry. She worked with stand-up herself, but she was missing something and she left. And I think I'll only know from my own experience when I'm there, in the actual industry, in the corporate field. But yeah, after my PhD research is done, I want to take that step into industry and do my bit to apply my knowledge and contribute towards developing the fourth industrial revolution technology. And I really want to help, boost our economy. And maybe it sounds far-fetched, but if I can do my little bit, motivate others, to develop our own country, I want to help put Africa on the map.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, Kimara, and best wishes for that journey that you're on. It is inspirational. Your talk will hopefully just become just as inspiring to our viewers, and we look forward to sharing that. And again, thank you for that feedback. It's very valuable. But a lot of people have said about having a hybrid event next year, local face-to-face, and then more international, global reach through online. So yeah, we've all been trying something new this year. And again, just to say thank you for your contribution to the show. Thank you for joining me on AITV, and look forward to welcoming you and colleagues back next year.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.